What makes Hammock Bay such a beloved community? Well, the residents have spoken, and their favorite amenities might not be what you expected. In this video, we're going to go into the top amenities available here at Hammock Bay. Recently, I polled the current residents who live here at Hammock Bay and asked them, what are your favorite amenities? Which ones do you use the most? Which ones bring you the most value? And the residents spoke. Let's get into it. Here in Hammock Bay, we are lucky enough to have 26 ponds. All the ponds are completely stocked, so you can fish in the ponds. I even read somewhere that the types of fish that are in the ponds are supposed to help keep the mosquito population down. So, that's a bonus. But I know as I'm driving around the neighborhood, constantly seeing kids and families parking on the side of the road, fishing in the ponds, having a good time, enjoying the outside. So if you like to fish, we got 26 stocked ponds here in Hammock Bay that you can fish in. As you may have heard, pickleball is one of the fastest growing sports in the country. So we have pickleball here in Hammock Bay. We've got 4 pickleball courts right now. They are lighted and they're constantly being used. There's a lot of pickleballers here, so much so that there are more pickleball courts coming. So if you're into pickleball, we got you covered. Sometimes I'll see in listings where they say that we have a marina here at Hammock Bay. We do not have a marina. What we do have though is a dock. So at the dock, you can put in your kayaks, you can put in your paddle boards, you can fish from the dock. So lots of activity around the dock. It's on the Choctaw Bay. So you've got this huge body of water in front of you. The bay just looks absolutely enormous when you're out there on the dock. And I will tell you, if you've followed me on Instagram, I've done videos in stories and reels where I walk down the dock. It's a pretty long dock where I'm almost out of breath when I get to the end of it. But one of my favorite things to do at the dock here in Hammock Bay is sunset watch. Where you're positioned in Hammock Bay, facing south, as you look to your right, the sun is setting just on the other side of Choctaw Bay, and we have some of the absolutely most beautiful sunsets I've ever seen that can be seen from that dock down there. Next on the list are the nature trails and paths. Here in Hammock Bay, we have over 12 miles of nature trails and paths. So if you like to get out for a walk, a run, a bike, just kind of want to get out of the house and go check out some stuff, we've got paths and nature trails everywhere. So if you like to get out, stretch your legs, take the dogs for a walk, just get out for a bike ride, plenty of places to do that within Hammock Bay. Okay, next on the list are the food trucks. I am a big foodie and I do love street food and food trucks. We have 4 food trucks that are here permanently, and they're all managed by the Props Brewery. Props Brewery is next on the list. This is an amazing open air pavilion. The company is owned by 2 Air Force pilots. There is a scaled P-51 Mustang hanging from the ceiling. Lots of outdoor seating. You've got an indoor section, it's air conditioned. They're celebrating their 1-year anniversary as I'm recording this. So they've only been around for a year in Hammock Bay. Very well received. All of the events, you can go in there and watch the games on the weekends. So just a really great community amenity. And a lot of people rank this as their top amenity in Hammock Bay. Right next to Props is the Hammock Bay General Store. The General Store is probably my personal most used amenity here at Hammock Bay. We're probably at the General Store at least once a day. It's really cool. The look and feel of it just has that old school kind of look to it. They've got this really old car or truck that sits outside. Just lots of kind of old school, small town kind of vibe going on. Inside, you've got all the things you can look for. They've got beer and wine. They have locally sourced honey from Register's family bee farm. They have a full beer cave. There is Hunt's Brothers Pizza. They have their own little deli. They have the Windmill Grill inside the general store that does breakfast and lunch. They have a kind of a rotating menu in there. So more food options in addition to the food trucks. And they just have everything you might need, from dog food to, your kind of normal convenience store items, ice creams and that kind of thing, ice for weekends. So it's really just great to have that just a short drive away from home, which brings us to the most highly rated amenity here in Hammock Bay, which are the pools. I think it's one thing that everyone sees and is attracted to when they look at the marketing and the photos and the videos. There's a lot of attention given to the pools that are right by the main clubhouse. So we have 3 pools at this clubhouse. 2 of them are the large lagoon style zero entry pools. There's some water features and they're just plenty big enough for everyone to get in. Obviously you've got lots of seating around, lots of shade. And then there's a 3rd pool, which is a laned lap pool. Not closed off to getting in and having fun, but they just have, you know, your traditional rectangle lane lap pool. A lot of people get in there in the morning, get their workout, but then in the afternoon, all the pools turn into fun pools. We are in construction for the Hammock Bay South clubhouse and amenities. So down there, they're going to add an additional clubhouse, an additional gym. So that's all being built right now. We also have the Hammock Bay Dentistry. Hammock Bay is going to have its own dentist office. So that is being built just across the street from the general store right now. So there's more amenities coming all the time. I'm still holding out hope that after the dentist office is fixed, maybe Jay will find room for a coffee shop next to it. That would be my choice. But as you can see, just from this short list I've given you today, Hammock Bay has absolutely a ton of amazing amenities that make it one of the favorite communities to live in here on the Emerald Coast. And this isn't even everything, but there you go. That's what the residents listed as their top favorite amenities that make Hammock Bay such an amazing place to live. If you want that full list of all the amenities, drop me a comment here on the video, or if you're on social media, you can find me at rick.a.gonzalez on Instagram. Appreciate you watching. Stay tuned next week as we go through and tour another great community here on the Emerald Coast.